Alright, let's get this out of the way first. I was, and still am, a huge Goosebumps fan. I was a kid around the era that I like to call the Goosebumps resurgence, about 2008 or so.
Check this out, I even have this old Slappy doll, like that Christmas of 2008. He's been in better condition.
And since it's Halloween, or Spooky Day, is known by me, that one. Let's take a look at a few interesting pieces of Goosebumps trivia. Some of this even I didn't know. And I know lots of things. Lots of things. So let's dive in, shall we? The rarest books in the original Goosebumps line are Legend of the Lost Legend, Werewolf Skin, I Live in Your Basement, and Monster Blood 4. Up until now, I had only heard of 2 of those, Monster Blood and the Legend thing. I actually have that one. It's said that the reason why these books are so rare is because they only had 1 print. When the time came to reissue the original books, these 4 were omitted for some unknown reason. Maybe they didn't sell that well. I can't imagine why. Oh wait, maybe it's because the blood is actually slugs. Still, I mean, they're not that rare. You can easily find them on Amazon or somewhere for pretty cheap. Hey, look, I just found them right now.
Cartoon Network brings you
Back in 2007 or so, I got first introduced into Goosebumps when Cartoon Network reran them in October. You want to know the first thing I saw?
R.L. Stein's Goosebumps.
Jesus! Imagine being a little 6-year-old me and going from this to this.
Gives you Goosebumps.
No regard to little kids. No regard. None at all. Sorry. Need to do a little venting. Had that bottled up inside me for many years.
Now this is scary.
Okay. Other than all the emotional trauma, I really like this trailer. It's done in like a 70s grindhouse style. And I'm a sucker for those kinds of things. But there are 2 questions I have. One is this confusing line.
Keep him open the door! You're the one in the cellar.
Yeah, but you locked him in there, you inconsiderate bitch. Let him out. And what is this thing? Is it like an enlarged tapeworm? Is it a bloody, decapitated monster penis? Is it a monster blood?
What are the slugs? I don't understand!
I don't know, and I don't care. This is pretty much the first real horror jump scare I've seen, and it'll stick with me. CN later retried to do this sort of style again in 2008, but it just wasn't as memorable as the cheesy graphics and equally cheesy yet still creepy and unnerving music of the previous year. Plus, it has the best reading of the word chicken in existence.
Chicken. I know you are, but what am I?
Chicken.
Seriously. This is a classic. In 1997, at the now renamed MGM Studios, Disney, I guess, struck a deal with Scholastic to produce a stage show based on the original series book, Bad Hair Day. Or at least loosely based. Let's be honest, it really only shares one character, and that's a Mazo. And he's not a rabbit in this one, he's just a guy. The performance consists of lame jokes and insufferable puns.
Which I picked up on one of my many journeys to the Far East. That's right, it was given to me by my mentor, the very great Oriental magician, Fu Ling Yu.
Stupid magic tricks that turn into death. And then after you hear the funniest joke that you're ever going to get out of this performance,
No! Poor Jennifer!
this happens.
Hey, who's working your head? You look almost lifelike.
Hey, Slappy, what are you doing here?
And why are you now obese? Then, honestly, the best looking effect of the entire show comes in. Seriously, I love that curly animatronic. As more bad costumes arrive and sacrifice the Mezzo to the giant Chuck E. Cheese mascot.
It's my show now.
It's not your show!
You look like you'll be a
Is that?
brave. It's time to practice how to tremble in fear. Who did Slappy?
Yeah, that's Nightmare Before Christmas music. I'm not even joking, they pulled that straight from the original soundtrack.
I've had enough of the both of you now. Be gone. Let's see, what was that spell? Yes. Karu, kara, kari. Karu, kara, kari. Karu, kara, kari.
Was this really all they had in stock? Oh, whatever, anyways. But then Amazo comes back, disguised as the executioner. I don't know how he survives this, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He is a magician after all. And somehow the bad guys don't recognize the obvious kids with masks as obvious kids with
Who's
masks.
that with him? What kind of monsters are they? Let's get out of here!
Oh, okay, so now we're gonna go with Indiana Jones music.
Get out of here!
Hey guys, what are you doing? Why are you not knocking them over? You could easily knock them over. You're like twice or even 3 times their size. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Chuck E. Cheese. Knock them over. Don't just run around like an idiot. Oh, I'm sorry. You're scared of their screeches? They're not scary. Just knock them over. You're a giant hamster. You're a ventriloquist dummy come to life. You're a toilet paper mummy. I just realized how incredibly lame this one is.
But with that said, carry on.
With that said, I'm sure it was more fun for the performers than the actual audience itself. Especially the guy who played Amazo. He's the only one that could really improvise, make the character his own, and tell jokes. Even if they do suck.
Wave goodbye to the audience, because it's about to be a small world after all.
Well, I guess somehow they were on the right track, as this show ended up lasting for more than a year. Yep, October 1997 to November 1998. How? I mean, I can understand this being like a seasonal thing, like maybe you would run all of October, and then you just save it till the next October. But no! This lasted all that time. They were playing it well into the Christmas months, even into the spring months, the summer months even. Why? Huh. Gotta pad out the runtime. I know! Behind the scenes crap!
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek.
And that's how a low-budget Canadian show was made. So, I'm sorry I really couldn't get this Halloween video finished by Halloween. It's just so complex, so interesting. Why? Well, I still have something there. It's not Goosebumps, but it's definitely creepy.